Alright guys, so in this video what we're going to be doing is actually making our form functional. In the past one we have gone ahead and created the HTML for it. Now we actually need to make this actually post over. Now, right, as it stands right now, we don't have a database, so what we're going to be doing is creating a local variable and storing those things in here so they don't get lost. So just keep in mind that when we start using a database, this is going to look different. But for right now, let's just use this, okay? Then here, I'll go ahead and create a private static list of the type, or Jedi view model controller. And I'm just going to call it Jedi. I'll just call it Jedi right now, so you don't get lost in there. And then we'll just initialize it. So new list Jedi view model. Okay. So we're going to be storing anything that we post in our form inside of this list. And the reason we have gone ahead and created as a static value is because we want this to be persistent. Okay, and I'll explain that in just a moment a little bit more clearly. So inside of this action result of our create, we want to tell C# that, hey, you're going to be receiving an element. Oh, you're going to go ahead and actually be able to receive an element, okay? So we're just going to prep this class for that. We're going to do var, and then we're going to say Jedi equals new Jedi view model. And then we're just going to pass in this Jedi in here. Yeah, we're fine. So we're passing in Jedi in here. And that way this system knows that it's going to be receiving. Now we need the actual, create Jedi method. So in here, I'll create another method. So public iActionResult. And then we'll call it create Jedi. Here, what we're going to do is grab, let's just make just list, Jedi list. So that way you guys don't get any confused, because if I'm getting confused, then you guys are probably going to get confused. So in here, I'll say Jedi list dot add. No, not clear. Add. And then we're going to add to this the Jedi view model. So every time we add a new value in here, we're going to be passing those in. Content. Okay, I'm goofing off. Going here, let's just call this Jedi. I'll just do it all under view model. Then this guy is the one I want to pass in here. Like so. A Jedi, and then we just need to have a return. But instead of just returning a view, we want to do a redirection. So it sends us back over to our main index page to actually, view the information, right? And here we'll say redirect to the action. So there we go, action index. So this is going to send us all the way over here. Now we need to go ahead and make some changes to the index, because it's as it stands, this is just going to always, show up the information that we have in here. So we need to go ahead and change this out. So I'll go ahead and remove this, as well as the auto one. And now, we need to pass in our Jedi list back into the index as well. So that way the list gets rendered out. Alright, so that is it for the controller. Let's go over to the actual HTML in here, and then we need to prepare this. So in here, I'll just say ASP-controller. And then, you know what? Before they do that, we need to actually bring in that model. Jedi view model. Now, we actually come back here and then say, we're going to be posting over to the hello world. Controller. And then you're going to be ASP action. And the same thing we called it over here. The hello world. We're going to need to call it create Jedi. Just copy that over. ASP action create Jedi. And then the method is going to be a post. Okay, now we need to go ahead and bind the data from these inputs over. So all we need to do in here is do ASP4. Then we can go ahead and grab name. And we'll do the same thing for this one. ASP-4. And we'll do the lightsaber color. Finally, on this end, we need to go ahead and actually output, well, not output, but change the type, or add the type rather. So I'll do type. The type is going to be equal to submit. Okay, with that done, we now need to do some changes in this part. Because since we have a list, we need to make this actually dynamic. So let's go ahead and change this out. So let's bring in a for each. And then we'll say var Jedi in model. Model 1. Or right. Should be working. Should recognize the model. Oh, you know what? I think it would work if we went ahead and created the list element up top, then just passed in the controller that way. And there we go. All right. So where was I? All right. So in here, then we're just going to go ahead and create a, we'll style it out so we can just say, we'll do H1. Say Jedi name, and then we'll do Jedi dot name. And down here, we'll do an H1, another H1. Lightsaber color, and then we'll do Jedi dot saber color. All right, go ahead and run this. So you see right now we have nothing in here. And when I come to add, let's just say cal, then we'll do yellow, Save. Now we got Jedi name Cal, lightsaber color yellow. Let's add another one. Let's say Luke. Green. Save it out. Now we have Jedi Cal, lightsaber yellow. Jedi name Luke, lightsaber color green. All right. So it works. All right. So in itself, that is a quick way of how to create, ASP applications. We have seen it before with the calculator application. This one is a little bit more involved. We are creating, our custom controller, and we're creating some extra layouts in here. But for the most part, this is fairly straightforward, as you guys are seeing. It's just a matter of remembering, in my case, certain syntaxes that need to be, what's the word, abide by. Honestly, it's fairly straightforward once you get the hang of how the application flows. All right. So I'll see you guys in the next lesson.